Donghua family presence, Recluse Azure Glaze, the cunning rogue cultivator. Welcome, fellow Taoist friends, to the Donghua family channel. Folded hands today, we're going to dissect the character of Recluse Azure Glaze, Tondike Cuc, a cunning yet uniquely fated nascent soul rogue cultivator. Recluse Azure Glaze, the experienced rogue amidst the starfall sea chaos. In the harsh world of mortal cultivation, Pham Nan Tu Tien, where fortuitous encounters and fierce struggles intertwine, Recluse Azure Glaze, Tondike Cuc, emerges as a colorful supporting character, bearing the strong imprint of a solo nascent soul rogue cultivator. With the gaunt face of an old scholar, he blends sharp cunning, a complex personality, and a rare hint of sincerity. Although appearing only briefly in the Void Heaven Palace, Hu Thien Dien instance, Azure Glaze leaves a deep impression through his shrewd calculations, the prudence of a rogue cultivator, and a special karmic connection with Han Li. If he knew he had suddenly gained a disciple named Li Feiyu, Li Feivu, thanks to Han Li's scheme, he would likely burst into laughter and exclaim, "So that's how it is. Ha, what a genius." Given his personality, he wouldn't just forgive it but would praise Han Li's daring and cunning, viewing it as a fated bond. Rogue cultivator's lifestyle and scarcity. Recluse Azure Glaze, a rogue cultivator living in solitude on South Crane Island, Nam Hak Dao. A desolate isle in the Starfall Sea, Lone Tin Hai, represents those self-reliant cultivators in the conflict-ridden cultivation world. With a nascent soul stage, Nguyen On Kai, Cultivation, he possesses combat strength that isn't particularly outstanding, his resources are scarce, and his lifespan is waning. However, what sets Azure Glaze apart is his acumen and strategy. He acts cautiously, always calculating every step, yet when opportunity strikes, he acts with surprising decisiveness. The calculated move in the Void Heaven Palace. At the Void Heaven Palace, a place teeming with treasures and lurking danger, Azure Glaze displayed the shrewdness of a seasoned rogue cultivator. He refused barbarian spirits, Mand Ho Tu, invitation to pluck the longevity fruit, not due to lack of interest, but because he recognized a secret hidden by Grandmaster Darkeen, Cucam to Su, could yield greater benefits. His bold decision to secretly follow Darkeen led him to Han Li, who possessed the Blood Jade Spider, Huyet Nok Chi Chu, a key item for seizing the Void Heaven Cauldron, Hu Thien Din. This action demonstrated not only his astuteness, but also his ambition to control the situation. When Darkeen discovered him through the heavenly capital Seven Fires, Thien Du That Hoa, and forced him out of hiding, Azure Glaze remained calm, his left hand tightly gripping the Azure Clarity Needle, Ton Min Cham, his signature magical treasure, ready for confrontation. This showed he was well prepared, despite maintaining the gentle facade of a harmless old scholar. The disciple dispute, a cunning ploy. The dispute over accepting a disciple at Minor Stone Mountain was one of Azure Glaze's highlights. He quickly noticed Grandmaster Darkien's special attention to Han Li, rushed to follow, and secretly listened to their conversation. When Darkeen exposed Han Li's rogue cultivator status, implying he could easily manipulate him, Azure Glaze immediately seized the chance. He interjected into the relationship, proposing to take Han Li as a disciple, a move that was both daring and cunning. This action wasn't just to control Han Li, the owner of the Blood Jade Spider, but was a major gamble to pressure Darkeen. When Darkeen became enraged at having his target stolen, Azure Glaze coolly claimed he was just joking, while cleverly roping in Barbarian Spirit to force Darkeen to concede. This cunning move even astonished Wu Cho, Osu, Darkien's subordinate, who was surprised by his audacity. Han Li, with the courage of a rogue cultivator, was no pushover either. He resolutely threatened to destroy the treasure himself to secure a chance to live. This determination calmed Darkeen and set the stage for Azure Glaze's intent to take a disciple. Azure Glaze declared he had never taken a disciple, and with his lifespan nearing its end, if Han Li accepted him as master, all his assets would belong to the young man. Sounds tempting, doesn't it, Taoist friends? A rare glimpse of sincerity and the Azure Clarity Needle Talisman. Even without successfully taking Han Li as a disciple, Azure Glaze left his mark through a rare sincerity. In the inner hall of the Void Heaven Palace, he transformed into an azure-winged bird to assist Han Li, helping him avoid trouble. He later vowed to protect Han Li and actually kept his word, even advising him to flee to save his life. Notably, at the profound mirror path, Huin Kin Dao, Azure Glaze regretted not giving Han Li a means of protection. He reluctantly gifted the Azure Clarity Needle Talisman treasure, Tan Min Cham Fu Bao, a powerful magical treasure with great destructive force and a representation of himself, to Han Li for self-defense. For a stingy rogue cultivator like Azure Glaze, this act was a recognition of Han Li's qualities. The needle hidden in cotton style. Recluse Azure Glaze epitomizes the rogue cultivator style. If he doesn't act, fine, but when he does, it's earth-shattering. The Azure Clarity Needle magical treasure, with lightning speed and terrifying lethality, reflects his surprise and effective combat style. The way he handles the magical treasure suggests the proverb, a needle hidden in cotton, mean Lai Tong Cham. Beneath this seemingly ruthless simplicity, he maintains an affable exterior and speaks softly, but sharpness and decisiveness lie within. Compared to Darkeen, who draws blue flames at the slightest provocation, Azure Glaze is more discreet, preferring words over force. To him, fighting means spending money, and a poor rogue cultivator like him must conserve every bit of resource. He is also a master of relationship management, skillfully mediating conflict to achieve his goals. The tragic fate of a seasoned rogue. Despite his cunning and caution, Azure Glaze ultimately could not surpass the limitations of a rogue cultivator. At the Void Heaven Palace, he left empty-handed, not only failing to gain treasures, but also losing the Azure Clarity Needle Talisman, his most valuable magical treasure. With limited resources and a dwindling lifespan, he gradually faded in later developments and died quietly. However, the animated adaptation's quirky personality and special karmic bond with Han Li offer hope for a better ending. Perhaps Han Li's act of borrowing his name, Li Feiyu, was a karmic thread connecting two generations of rogue cultivators. Recluse Azure Glaze is the epitome of a typical rogue cultivator, cunning, ruthless when necessary, yet not lacking in sincerity. Despite his tragic fate, his karmic connection with Han Li and his needle hidden in cotton style will forever be remembered. In the vast Starfall Sea, Azure Glaze is a story of fortuity, strategy, and the perseverance of a rogue cultivator on the path to immortality. Writing this wasn't easy. I hope my Daoist friends can offer a compliment. May your wealth be abundant, and your path to cultivation be smooth. Oh, and if you liked the character Grandmaster Darkeen, please comment and let me know. I'll post an analysis of him in the next video. Alright, that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. Remember to like and comment to give me the motivation to release new videos. Goodbye for now.